Now is the time of Generix presentation with Mr. Dolan.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I believe you can hear me well. So I'm sorry for the people on the side. It seems we had a bit of mishap in the table. So if you cannot see it, if you're interested in the slides, do not hesitate to move around. There are some free seats here. You can move your chair if you want. I am Laurent Cochet, so I work for Generix Group. I would like to thank InQ, our partner, to give us an opportunity to present our products. In Generix Group, I am in charge of consulting services and, let's say, international projects and partner support. Today, I'm not giving you a full bloom presentation of our product range. It's fairly wide. So we work in the software industry. We are what we call a software publisher. We develop software solutions. Everything is oriented around supply chain execution. So we used to have an ERP system a few years ago. We sold it out, and the company now only focuses on supply chain execution solutions. So we have a few. What I will show you now is a few trends that we see recently in the market. I have picked up actually only 5 trends to make this presentation short. So it's not everything in the supply chain industry, but let's start with things that you might see in this region. So the first impact is that the industry is moving from push to pull business model. So we used to have, in the past, something like this. So the products were actually pushed by the manufacturer or the vendors to a central stock, then moved to distribution centers, moved to the shops, and then the customer are buying it, whatever is on the shelf. And when you are running out, then you order some new ones. So that's the old style. What we see now is that we are moving to a pull model. So there is always a first push of the product, of course, but what you see is more and more there are models where you're actually more aware of what the consumers are buying. Is there a pointer? Is there a pointer? Okay, I will use the pointer. The consumer are buying from the shelves, and what you want to have now is real-time information about what is actually consumed in the shops. Thanks to point-of-sale solution, we can actually now retrieve this information and have it available so you can have a more performing replenishment system. So what do we have? One of our solutions is the replenishment engine, EWR, which does have a functionality of vendor managed inventory, which is a trend now in the industry, where actually it works where your suppliers or your vendors are managing the stocks of their products in your distribution center. So it works actually the other way around, which is that you have the store orders first, and then you are making the information available directly to your vendors that this product is being sold, and it could be real time, it could be refreshed every couple of minutes, it could be synchronized at the end of the day, whatever, everything is configurable, but they know what you are using, and the system will give you a statistics of whatever you used, and we produce a proposal for a replenishment order according to the thresholds that you will define. So it does forecast calculation based on conventional algorithm that will use historical data or whatever has been used at the same season for the same type of product, and it will propose you a quantity to order according to minimum transportation costs, according to criteria that you can set. This is something that is developing a lot now because the ROI is very, very quick. Usually about 6 months, then you have a payback on this application because you improve availability of the product by 50%. So 50% less shortfall. And then you decrease your stock by 50% because you order less of the wrong product. What we see now is that people, especially in the fast-moving goods industry, they don't want to miss opportunity to sell, so they tend to order too many products. So they have so many products of the wrong stock, and this stock they never sell it. So at the end, it's a lot of money that is spent on that. Our EWR system is utilized by many big brands. The latest big news with Nestlé, L'Oréal is also one of our customers for this. Trend number 2. I have only 5. Huh? Trend number 2 is agility. So agility is something that is all around. People want to be flexible. The business is changing. So we used to have old models. This is no longer true. Now the business every other day. You don't know what is going to come next week, or next month, or next year. So what you need to be is agile. In order to cope with the agility of some of our big customers, such as Carrefour, Auchan, Louis Vuitton, that's for distribution. Other very demanding clients in terms of agility are 3PL companies. So we work with quite a few. FM Logistics and Unilever, together with the other customers I mentioned, are deploying core model rollout. So we do have a WMS solution, which is part of our portfolio, and it's actually the historical product of the company. So WMS is the core business, and we are actually the corporate solution for these clients I mentioned just now. That's how the Generix has developed its success based on this core product. So we develop core model deployments for these customers, either by type, so type of WMS pre-configuration, could be by size, full warehouse, medium, small. Those who are familiar with WMS, they know that it's not really off the shelf. So WMS is a bit like an ERP. You have a project. It's not you click and you install your Excel on your computer and it works. No, unfortunately, there's a project. There is some work definition with the time, functional specification. It's shorter than an ERP. It can be 2 or 3 months to deploy, but still you have to work on it. So if you want, like these customers I mentioned, Carrefour, we have 200 plus warehouses around the world. We've built 65 warehouses working with our system. Carrefour, Auchan, now we are deploying about 20 distribution centers for Eastern Europe countries. So it needs to go very fast. So what we try to do is to make only one project, define configuration, and then we do copy-paste. So we can roll out very quickly. Either by type, or we go by verticals. Verticals is what we do with 3PL companies. Because 3PL, they deal with any kind of client. So they can go any sector in the industry, whether it is retail, FMCG, maybe pharmaceutical products. Sometimes you have special requirements for hazardous goods, dangerous goods, or alcohol. Textile is also very specific, pharmaceutical and e-commerce requirements. So all of this, we define typical configurations so that they can select. And we just have everything that is pre-packaged. So the project time is very minimal to deploy many sites very fast. Trend number 3, visibility. So visibility is clear. We want to have a very high and real-time visibility of what is going on in the business and what is going on with the way you prepare your orders, you deliver, in your fulfillment network. So if they would pick some trends, what they want is to be able to capture the information. What is going on? Where is my order? They want to be able to get the information real time so that they receive warnings. Something is going wrong, so they can actually act on it. They can change something. The truck is late, the truck has an accident, you can prepare another one. You can have something very fast, react very quickly. In the end, what they want, of course, like everybody, is improve customer satisfaction. So in one of our products, Easy Order Tracking, we have developed a feature, for example, to answer to that. It's called auto messaging on alert. So Easy Order Tracking is our track and trace solution. It's actually a system that is connected via API and to an ecosystem of your delivery network on one hand, and on the other hand, all your corporate application or partner application ERP. In this Easy Order Tracking, which is a complex product, I could spend actually 2 hours just to talk about this one. Just a focus on this. This is a configuration menu. What we do here, you can follow up your orders, you know where they are being prepared, they are on the way, if they are going to be late, it's a track and trace system. Right? And the nice thing is that you can define thresholds of I'm supposed to deliver this order at this time of the day. If you go beyond the threshold, it is late, or you have an event, like it has been delivered, you can set up in the system something that will send a message to someone who can define. Big order, very important to a very key customer. The big boss wants to know if the product is on time. You can configure the system, it will send a text message directly on the smartphone the second the product is delivered. Trend number 4, e-commerce. So, of course, this is very much driving supply chain setup nowadays. So, in e-commerce, I pick 3 things that are specific to e-commerce. First is you need real-time information in terms of availability of product. You have a big inventory challenge because you're online, so you sell all your reference base is mostly available online in theory, but in practice, you need to have the right quantity in your order for the right channel. And it goes omni-channel. It goes omni-channel, it means to deliver from your central PC, but you can deliver from the store, you can collect, you can deliver directly from the supplier, from your partner, so it's what we call cross-canal omni-channel. So this is a typical consumer shopping workflow. So you're online, you select your product, right? So which product? According to what it is, it will change a lot where you can deliver it from. If it's a small item or if it's a bicycle or whatever. Then you select your delivery channel. I want to get it delivered in my home, but I can decide to pick up from the store or whatever. Right? Then you select your delivery service. According to that, big challenge is inventory. Where is the inventory in general, and where is the inventory in the channel that the customer has selected? It could be in your central DC, in your regional DC, in your store, supplier, distributor, in many places. So what we have to cope with that is an order management system. So it does many things, but 2 things for it. First, it gives you top visibility across your entire network. So not only one DC, but on site number 1, number 2, how many products of how many pieces of each reference do I have actually available for picking in this and that store. Then, once you decide, based on configurable criteria, it's managing your order execution. So you can take your order and split it and cut it. And say, okay, order 1 is going to this side, order 2 is going to this side. And you can split by the line. Order 2 is line number 1, deliver from here, line number 2, deliver from there. Whether speed is your first criteria. All of this work needs to be connected. So EDI platform, we have only one collaborative platform, which is something that is all about enterprise communication and interconnection of systems with each other. So it's a very specific business unit, and it's integrated in all our systems, in our WMS, in our work. So I will not spend much time on this, but it will also how to etc. So 5, and I'm almost done. Still e-commerce, because it's really prominent nowadays. If I pick 3 things in e-commerce, 3 other things in logistics, in order fulfillment. First, small order. Average increase 1.3 unit in many industries. One order is on average 1.3, except for food delivery at home. That's the different ratio. Second, it's very picking intensive, so you have to pick a lot of 1 or 2 units. So you don't sell a full category in e-commerce. And 3 is high return rates. So in some countries, according to the country and the product, it could be up to 30% or 40% return ratio. That's the case in Germany for textile, for example. So the return has to be free of charge by law. So the guys they order a lot. They try one, they like it, and they send the rest. It doesn't cost anything. So to do that, of course, you need to develop new way of preparing product. And again, in some of the latest features that we have enhanced on the WMS system is multiply the order preparation mode. So you can have a single order preparation, which is very traditional, but you have multi-preparation where you have one guy moving around the warehouse and you prepare on one trolley, maybe 5 to 10 orders. And then you can have batch preparation, and then you sort by ventilate, what you call ventilation or distribution walls. So the guy, the operator, will go and collect items for different orders, then will come to a wall and dispatch by customer name, and the product will be consolidated, and then you go to packing. Other trends is that you can have for example, breakdown preparation that you can split an order directly at the top. So those are, let's say, detailed WMS functionalities that are fine-tuned because of e-commerce. There are a few customers who trust us just for e-commerce, and we have many more references. We have actually done 2,500 warehouses in WMS. We have now at 30 board that 1,500 warehouses live in the world. This is just a few, just for e-commerce. So you notice we have a few Amazon PCs. So that's it. As a conclusion, I'll give you the short introduction of the company numbers. So we do roughly about 60 million euro turnover. One thing to mention is that we now have 31% of our business in SaaS mode. We have started SaaS about 10 years ago. So we were actually one of the first software vendors to put our strategy on SaaS. We still do license optimized mode, but SaaS is the new trend in Europe and in many places in the world. What I've been talking about now was supply chain execution. I didn't show the solution, but we have more than what I've shown, and we still have other departments. But here in this region, we will focus on supply chain execution, WMS, WMS, what I mentioned just now. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm done.
Huh?
big enterprise, which is actually the last of the best. And I don't think so, because I see the face of all the people are a bit tired of it. They would like to get off a break and have some food and enjoy themselves. Anyway, I'm not that well spoken as Brian from Omnistrax, neither from David from Generix from UK. I don't have a French accent as well, I don't have an Italian accent as the gentleman there. But I have one thing I think is going to help me, to support me, is that I trust the company, credibility of the company I represent, and I'm proud to represent, and I trust the reliability of the products and the offerings we give. Right, it's the company Retail is a fleet global solution provider of fleet management solutions. This is what we do. This is what we have always been doing for the last almost 24 years. We're one of the first companies in Europe in the fleet management sector, and we are one of the top 2 companies in Holland in this field. To make the story short, as I can see that people are tired, this is just a little insight on who we are, what we do, and when we started. So what the sectors we serve, we have transport and logistics, delivery, and cars, distribution companies, retail, we have heavy equipment like construction, we have mining, coach and touring buses, and semi-government machinery. If you don't mind, I'm sorry, I can't remember. Right. So what we offer, we have a modular solution. We have classical tracking solution. But then should you go a bit further, because I don't think people now need just tracking and know where the locate where the track is or the vehicle is, but they want to know a lot more. They would like to have online, on time, or real time, insight into what's happening on their fleet, but also things which is pertinent or related to driving. So that's why we have little track as the first one, and then the